Okay, so tonight we are starting Chapter 2 of our accelerated program. Chapter 2 is going to introduce us to operations with integers. So let's actually start with something you actually should know, and this should be rather simple. But we are talking about today integers and absolute value. So as I said, something that hopefully you've learned from sixth grade. We know from earlier on that an integer is any number from the set of positive and negative numbers. So an integer could be something from -7, -5, 0, 2, 8, 9. The integers actually continue indefinitely. The way we can look at the integers is on a number line. And we start with 0. 0 is the middle of the integers. We can say that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are our positive numbers. They're also our whole numbers. They're also our natural numbers. But these are what we've been dealing with. But then on the other side, we have our negative numbers. And these are known as the negative numbers. So we have our positive numbers and we have our negative numbers. And those are what we call integers. If I was to ask you, for example, which is greater, 5 or 8? You tell me 8 was greater, so we would put our less than symbol in there to say 5 is less than 8. If I gave you -2 and 7, you would tell me -2 is less than 7. What if I told you -3 and -9? Which is greater in this case? Well, in this case, we have a difference where in the negative numbers, things actually work backwards. So the fact is, even though we think 3 is less than 9, because they're negative, it actually works in reverse. And one of the ways we can think about that is on a number line, that everything gets greater as it goes to the right. Well, if we think about -3 and -9, -3 is there and -9 is there. Obviously, -3, because it's farther to the right, is going to be greater than -9. We sometimes talk about integers and their opposites. Opposites. The opposite of an integer, pretty simple. It's the same integer, but on the opposite side of 0. So, for example, if I said to you, what is the opposite of -3? So we're thinking we have -3. We know that is 3 units away from 0 on the left side. What number is 3 units away from 0 on the right side? Well, of course, that is 3. And that's why 3 and -3 are known as opposites. If I asked you, what is the opposite of 5? You would tell me it's what? Yep, you got it. -5. These are what we call opposites. we have a concept known as absolute value. Absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. Now, there's some key words in here that we really have to know. And the first key word being distance. And distance is always going to be positive. Think about a football game. Okay, I'm thinking about a football game coming up this week. And I think about football, and you never hear the announcer say, and the quarterback was just sacked for -2 yards. They don't say that. They don't use the negative number. They always say, hey, it was sacked for 2 yards, because it's a distance, and distance is always positive. So when we think about the absolute value of a number, we're thinking about its distance. The answer obviously is going to be a positive number. Absolute value is always written like so. It's 2 lines surrounding the line, and that's what we call the absolute value. If it's the absolute value of a number, of a positive number, we sometimes say it equals, well, it's always going to equal n. I'm not going to even go there. It will always equal the positive value of it. So, for example, if I said to you, what is the absolute value of 13, you would tell me that it is 13. If I said the absolute value of -5, you would tell me that it is, gotcha, it's not -5, it is 5, because it's the positive distance. Okay, I'm going to try that again. I had to delete a slide, so if this is kind of jumpy, I apologize. But I'm going to give you a bunch of problems that I want you to try, and then we'll see how you do. So, the first set of problems I want you to try is I want you to write 2 inequalities. And when I say 2 inequalities, what I mean by that is using greater than or less than. But for each pair of numbers. So, for example, I want you to use 2 and -5, and I want you to use -4 and -8. So I'm looking for 2 inequalities for each one of those. Then I would like you to evaluate each expression. So I would like you to evaluate the absolute value of -12, the absolute value of 18 minus -5, 15 minus the absolute value of y, if y equals -6, and 3 times the absolute value of y, if y equals -6. So those are the problems I want you to try. Bring them in tomorrow. We'll go over them, and we'll do an activity in class. See you tomorrow.